What is up, guys? It is the Sound Alchemist, and I'm joined with...
Gershwan.
Not actually joined with, but we're here together answering your questions in another episode of...
For the Greater WAAAGH. There's a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get those questions first. And that is what Francisco Viejo did. He asks, when the lion comes back, will he become a war master, and how would he react to the Imperium now? Would he tell Papa Smurf about the Fallen? Based on 30K, most Primarchs kept a lot of things from each other.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, most Primarchs didn't really interact that often.
Tell him, Gersh.
It seems as if though everybody was like together and stuff, but that only happened during the Olenor Crusade, when they try to get rid of that giant orc empire.
Orc.
Yeah. But yeah, most of the time they met like once or twice. Only like Horus and Sanguinius, or who?
Ferrus Manus and Fulgrim.
Yeah. When the lion, if the lion comes back, what I'm interested in is how will the Space Wolves take it? Because the Dark Angels have had what is it called?
A rivalry.
A rivalry with the Space Wolves because the lion and Lehman Russ got into a fight. So
that was all because like the lion took Lehman Russ's kill.
Yep.
They got into like a big brawl that lasted like 3 days, and then like
they were Lehman Russ was laughing. The lion took it bad, hit him in the face.
Basically, a cheap shot is what they saw it as.
Yeah, so that would be cool to see what would play out from that.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think that he'll do the same thing that Gilliman did. He would be more interested in his chapter and his sector.
Yeah, I think he'll try to kind of figure things out with Cypher. If he's good, if he's bad. If he's good, then he'll work together with him to take out the Fallen. If he's bad, he'll probably hunt Cypher down and get his sword back. So, there's a lot of things you could do with the lion.
Yeah.
Is Luther dead?
I don't think so. I think he's in the warp.
So that could be another thing to explore.
Next question comes from Defool06. The Star Wars franchise has so many collectible toys that gain value over time, and some really reach the value of thousands of dollars. Can Warhammer 40K models be a good investment?
I don't think so.
I do, and I'll tell you why.
Why is that, Gersh?
I bought my Tank Buster unit back in 5th edition. It cost me $20 on eBay. Go on eBay right now and try to look for some Tank Busters. You can't, because they're so sought after because the rockets are so powerful. Now, it's not like Star Wars and it's not like Magic the Gathering where like you know that this rare card is going to be like worth a lot of money in the future. No one knew that the Orc Tank Busters were going to be so good. And we don't know what's going to happen when 10th edition comes around. The models that you might think will be good might be crap. All the Primaris models might be crap.
Or you might not even have Tank Busters anymore.
Yeah, they might get rid of them completely, which they did with a couple of things. Cyborgs used to be a thing, and now it's just a
power armor knob.
Mm-hmm. So, it's what is it called? A chapter? Stratagem. Is it a stratagem? Yeah, it's a stratagem now.
To make them have cyborg bodies?
Yep, so you get like a 5+ invulnerable or something like that. But the point is that I think yes, they can value. I think my army is worth more than what I paid for it. But it's a toss-up. And it's kind of like when you buy a house. You have to sell it at the right time. Same thing. You got to sell your models at the right time.
Kind of like stocks.
Yeah. But don't ever sell your stuff because you just want to keep playing.
Right, and it's awesome to like just have them sitting on like in display. You come back to them 30 years later. I remember the war between my Tau and Gershwin's Orcs.
Yep.
Which we still got to do that.
Orcs versus Tau. Yep.
Yeah, we got to do our 8th edition big battle.
Next one.
This one was from Francisco Viejo. Would Darkseid and his army survive in 40K? And also, could he be strong enough to become a Chaos God?
Darkseid, I vaguely remember he's the X-Men villain, right?
DC.
Oh, okay. He's the one that the Justice League like had to fight, and Superman was the one.
Yeah, like he can go toe to toe with Superman. Like he's that much of a beast.
And then I think he can, because Superman's OP.
Yeah. So anybody that can go toe to toe with Superman, they can handle themselves.
Yeah. So it might not even be his army. It might just be him.
Right. Just give him an army, and he'll become a threat.
Yeah.
I don't think he can become Chaos God level threat, but definitely a threat.
The difficult thing about comparing other worlds with Warhammer 40K is that Warhammer 40K is really geared towards armies and big bad battles, whereas it seems that other universes really focus in on the individual's plot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
This is a funny one by Starlight Eater. Have you guys ever had to paint with eyelashes or any type of body hair to get the details?
No.
I think the thinnest thing I've ever used to paint was a toothpick, which it works.
Kinda.
It got the job done.
Yeah. I remember trying to do the eyes with a toothpick, but it was a little too thick. They have special brushes. Yeah, just go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby. They have like whole rows of individual brushes, and some of them get like crazy small or crazy thin. But yeah, they're usually very expensive. Don't steal them.
It's like the less hand bristles on your brush, the higher the price.
Yeah. Next question.
This one's by Justin Rivera. Could Fire Warriors, being the last to agree to the greater good, play a part in why Commander Farsight could resist ethereal control? It's not that he can resist it, but since all of his ethereals were beheaded by Khorne, they weren't able to control him, whether it's for hormones or mind control. That's why. Yeah,
there's a book for xenobiologists that came out, and it was talking about how ethereals have a gland that's unique to them. Could that gland be what was controlling all those tau?
Maybe.
Oh. I thought you had a definite answer.
No, I don't think they've definitely said what it is, but it's implied that there's some type of control there.
I see. Next question.
Mystical Mojo. Could another major Chaos God be born? And if so, what would it represent? The only one that makes sense, there's tons of them, because there's a whole bunch of minor Chaos Gods, but the only one that would make sense canonically in the lore currently would be a god of order or a god of hope, and that would be the Emperor becoming war-powered or whatever.
Agreed.
That's if he doesn't resurrect.
Next question comes from Jim Dighton. You actually have a picture of yourself now. That's cool. Would the prawns from District 9 survive in 40K?
I haven't thought about that movie in so long.
Yeah, I think, yes, they can. Because there are species that are very similar to the prawns already in 40K. Mm-hmm. We did a 40 facts on the minor races of the Tau.
Yep, that was a really good one.
The prawns would basically be one of those races.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that they build freaking awesome technology instantly be put into the Tau Empire.
Yep.
That was a good movie, though. I liked it.
Yeah. Next question.
Oh, this one's by Travis Becker. Are you guys trying to avoid my question? This is the second time you've mentioned Blood Ravens being a possible Thousand Sons successor chapter. And this is my third time asking. So, since Gilliman instructed Call to utilize only Loyalist Primarch gene seeds for the Ultima founding, does this mean that the Blood Ravens will not receive Primaris Space Marines? Or has Call secretly known of the Blood Ravens and possibly others' traitorous past and has made traitor Legion Primaris? Or can we assume that Call is being a man of science and made traitorous Primaris anyways because the Omnissiah?
The third one.
Yeah, I mean, when you're part of the Adeptus Mechanicus, you're going to do things because you're a scientist, you're a tinkerer, you want to learn more about technology and you want to push its boundaries. So it doesn't matter to you if, oh, this gene seed's from, chaos corrupted. This gene seed has genetic defects. No, you're going to push the envelope and keep trying to progress your technology.
And you have to remember that when Call started this project, it was right after the Horus Heresy. So there were a lot of loyalist, traitor,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, legions. And the Blood Ravens would be one of them.
Mm-hmm. And just because you're making Space Marines out of traitor gene seed doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be traitor. Like, yeah, they could be more prone to being chaotically controlled or whatever, or siding to chaos, but it's the whole nature versus nurture kind of debate.
Yep.
But you bring a good point, and we're glad we got to it.
Next question comes from Defool06. Who would you fight? An Eldar Banshee or a PMSing Sister of Battle? Both.
At the same time.
Yeah. The Banshees can actually teleport. Sisters of Battle can't. So.
You sure you're not thinking of the spiders?
Oh yeah, those are spiders. Which ones are the Banshees? The ones that scream?
Yeah, the ones that yell and like disorient you and hack you up into pieces in close combat.
I still think that those types of I think that Eldar are just quicker than Sisters of Battle. So I'll still want to fight the Sister of Battle because I think I would win.
If I know I'm gonna die, I'll take the Banshee.
And you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like if they're gonna kill me, they're gonna kill me quick, and I probably won't even see it coming.
That's true. Yeah. And can Sisters of Battle even PMS? Because didn't they get their tubes tied?
I don't know. It depends.
Last question comes from Kappa Kive. Celebrating the 20th anniversary of SpongeBob SquarePants, which main character from Bikini Bottom would worship which chaos god?
Larry the Lobster Core, because he's all about building that mass.
And he's red.
And he's red.
Sandy Cheeks.
Ooh, she can get them cheeks with Slanesh. Well, no, because she knows karate.
Yeah, she's pretty aggressive.
Yeah, she wants to go ho 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 ho.
Yeah, I would give it a Corn.
She's from Texas, so Corn.
Patrick. Nurgle.
Yeah.
He's like a slug. And then Mr. Krabs.
He's greedy, money hungry.
Slanesh.
Zeech.
I feel like Zeech would be like
for more
knowledge.
Yeah.
And like Slanesh is more about pleasure and like wealth. Mm-hmm. Fulgrim, when you think of Fulgrim, you think of like.
There you go.
But then that means that Squidward would definitely be Zeech.
Yeah. He's always plotting ways to. He's not plotting. He just doesn't like SpongeBob.
No, but he tries to be all like, I'm better than you and I'm sophisticated and I can play the clarinet.
That's true, yeah.
And Zeech is kind of the same way. It's
so
like, I'm better than you.
What about Squidliam, his cousin or whatever?
Is that the one with the mustache?
Yeah.
He would just be like another greater demon of Zeech. Oh, the two heads.
Oh, there you go.
And then who else?
Gary. He is a slug. Or a snail.
So yeah, Nurgle.
Mm-hmm.
And then, are we missing anybody?
Pearl.
The big ones.
Pearl.
Oh. Slanesh, right? She's like a young teen girl. She's more about like boy bands and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So Noise Marines would be like on a poster on her wall. And then finally SpongeBob. Who do you think SpongeBob will be undivided?
Yeah, he'd be like the Horus.
Yeah. But yeah, those were the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, comment down below. These were great. If you want to support us on Patreon, the link is in the description. Yeah.
Keep it up, guys. You've been giving us some great questions. Can't wait to get them next time. As always, I'm the Sound Alchemist.
Gershwan.
And we are out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.